begin at the Arkham Asylum for the criminally insane. Batman had apprehended Joker like so many times before, but this night was different. The maniac had prepared a trap in the midst of Batman's deadliest foes.
Can you smell the excitement in the air? Ha ha! No? Must have been one of the guards then. Croc, old boy. Is that you?
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
Joker sprang nearly every killer in Arkham. Don't like to think about it, but at least I made it out.
Great night for a party!
Some party. Batman was able to thwart Joker's schemes, but the seeds of evil planted that day would only grow. The strongman Bane was secretly imprisoned and experimented on in Arkham's depths to create a powerful new strength serum, Titan. Serial killer Victor Zsasz was let loose on the island, claiming several more lives that night, marked indelibly on his skin. As a last resort, Joker used his own experimental Titan mixture. The super serum warped his body to match his twisted mind. But it wasn't enough to defeat Batman.
Don't do performance-enhancing drugs, kids.
Harley Quinn, once a promising young psychiatrist, she returned to the asylum to terrorize it as Joker's sidekick.
If Zoe tried to go out dressed like that...
Harley Quinn, once a promising young psychiatrist, she returned to the asylum to terrorize it as Joker's sidekick.
If Zoe tried to go out dressed like that...
Harley Quinn, once a promising young psychiatrist, she returned to the asylum to terrorize it as Joker's sidekick.
Every gal has a phase they regret. Maybe mine happened to get me consecutive life sentences.
As a last resort, Joker used his own experimental Titan mixture. The super serum warped his body to match his twisted mind. But it wasn't enough to defeat Batman.
I can't even say that's the most messed up thing he did.
Following the fall of the asylum, Gotham's Skid Rows were turned into the super prison Arkham City. An urban hell, where the only rules were made by the villain ringleaders and their gangs. I know, I was on the ground, and so was Batman.
The only way to get by in this place is to get ourselves some respect.
Fear! That's how we get respect. Show them all how we do things!
You know, if you pick the right side and then piss off the boss, you were set. At least, till the bat showed up anyway.
Bring out the defendant!
You certainly know how to keep a girl hanging, Harv.
Court is in session.
Grab him and cut him in two!
Batman cleaned out Arkham City. Two-Face, Penguin, Ra's al Ghul, even the Joker. Batman's nemesis died poisoned by his own chemical compound. A tragic irony. Professor Hugo Strange was the madman pulling the strings behind Arkham City. Intending to destroy the prison and its inhabitants, he instead died within its walls. Ra's al Ghul, head of the League of Assassins, was obsessed with making Batman his successor. But Al Ghul underestimated Batman, and it would be his downfall. Ra's al Ghul, head of the League of Assassins, was obsessed with making Batman his successor. But Al Ghul underestimated Batman, and it would be his downfall. Professional killer Deadshot was hired to assassinate several VIP targets, like myself, and Bruce Wayne and Batman. Close calls with death that night. Batman and Joker's rivalry finally ended in Arkham City. I don't doubt Batman would have saved the maniac if he could, but the Titan poison ensured this was Joker's last laugh.
I compartmentalized all this in a box, in another box, in a fridge, in a junkyard.
Solomon Grundy wasn't just a nursery rhyme. Penguin discovered this legendary monster under the Iceberg Lounge and put him to use as rancid, undead muscle. Basil Karlo, Clayface, worked for Joker, impersonating the criminal mastermind who hid behind the scenes. Quite the performance, and his last. Jarvis Tetch, the Mad Hatter, a real head case, a hypnotist fixated on fantasies. The only thing he sought more than his Alice was to control Batman. Victor Freeze, this brilliant but cold scientist, would do anything to protect his wife Nora, whether that meant opposing or aiding Batman. Talia al Ghul, once second in command of the League of Assassins. Sadly, the spark between her and Batman was extinguished at Joker's last stand, along with her life. Professional killer Deadshot was hired to assassinate several VIP targets, like myself, and Bruce Wayne and Batman. Close calls with death that night.
I am not done with this phony steampunk-ass looking dude.
The city's darkest hour was yet to come. Gathering Batman's remaining foes into an unholy alliance, the crazed Scarecrow plunged Gotham into a waking nightmare.
Welcome to Gotham, the city of fear. You thought me gone, didn't you, Batman? Lost in the waters beneath Arkham. But like all submerged, forgotten fears, eventually I returned. My fire crew was trapped, but we owe Batman our lives. He just kept pushing himself past the limit.
Batman turned back the tide of fear, reclaimed the city, but at what cost? In defeating Scarecrow, his identity was revealed to the world. I personally investigated Deacon Blackfire, a cult leader who thought human blood made him immortal. Crazy, of course, but he still tried to sacrifice me. Slade Wilson, the super soldier known as Deathstroke, came to Gotham that night leading a whole militia, but his vendetta was with one man, Batman. Arms dealer, gang leader, the sadistic kingpin Oswald Cobblepot, better known as Penguin, flooded lawless Gotham and Blackgate with weapons. As always, Edward Nygma forced Batman to participate in his riddles. even capturing Batman's sometime ally Catwoman as incentive. Laszlo Valentine is one sick individual, a freakish surgeon whose idea of making his patients better was changing them into featureless dolls. Who was the Arkham Knight? The mysterious figure seemed to aid Scarecrow, but vanished after his defeat. I believe his methods were very similar to the vigilante Red Hood. In the end, Ivy was more plant than person, yet she chose to help the people of Gotham. She sacrificed herself to neutralize Scarecrow's toxin clouds with plant life.
Oh, Red. Why'd you have to sacrifice yourself for the greater good?
Bruce Wayne's apparent death sent shockwaves through Gotham City. It seemed unbelievable. Impossible. Batman's legacy would live on in many ways, including persistent underworld rumors of an even more fearsome vigilante.
The Demon Bat, terror of Gotham's criminals. But let me ask you, would the events you've witnessed not drive any man to a place of darkness? The pyromaniac Garfield Lynns thought he could indulge in the chaos, striking not just Gotham's buildings, but the fire departments protecting them. Several years after faking his death, Bruce Wayne finally returned, drawn back to the light by the metahuman superheroes from Metropolis. They asked Batman to join the Justice League. He accepted. And so, the story of Bruce Wayne, the Batman, continues, far from the mean streets of the city that made him. I'm Jack Ryder. Thanks for taking this journey with me.
Guess that's why he never visited me in jail.
Hey, Waller, we're at the exit. Are you gonna spring
Ah, shit! It's a ghost!
Are the spirits of your ancestors typically digital?
What's she doing now? Trying to give us the brain spasms?
She cracked the lock! Thank you, strange holographic girl!
Guys, ghosts are real.
You ate a lot of lead paint growing up, didn't you, Boomerang?
Yeah? And? Let's get back to the hall before Waller turns our heads to hamburger.
Or we could go on the Batman experience again.
Follow that green beam. You'll find lanterns set up in some bullshit-ass construct castle.
You jealous, Deadshot? You sound jealous.
Lantern's fortress is very impressive, but our orders are to return to the Hall of Justice, not marvel at his powers.
Focusing on a new target.
A weird rip in the universe? Oh, baby, I gotta touch this.
Thinking about breaking after abducting 8 million people.
Sure puts my hostage record to shame.
I have never taken a human hostage.
No good shooting at those transport drones. The skull ship just grabs them up quicker.
Family. GCPD health insurance doesn't cover this. Blah, blah.
survivors. Staying on the move, fingers, and I'm looking for others who need help. 8 million people live in my city, and right now, most of them are missing. The invaders are snatching up survivors. If you're still human, take cover and stay out of view. Since returning to Metropolis, Green Lantern has surrounded the Skull Ship with an impenetrable shield while preventing U.S. armed forces from entering the city. By now, it's clear the shield's not there to protect us from the Skull Ship, and neither is Green Lantern. Before they all shut down, MPD police scanners were saying that the military can't get into the city, and at this point, I don't think they'd be able to do anything if they could get here. After I upload this report, I'll find a new secure location. Whatever secure means at this point. This isn't the last time you'll hear from me, Metropolis. Stay alert. Stay hidden. And if you can, look out for one another.
Anybody else want to see what's behind Inner Sanctum door number 1?
Man, the League's gotta have something behind that door to help us get out from under Waller. Yeah, work those back muscles.
Settle down, mate. This job calls for finesse. Maybe a little sleight of hand. Touch the bone bit.
This entire time...
Be cool. You can rip his arms off after we get in there.
Got any other Flash body parts we should know about?
Just the fastest thumb in the West.
After that gross-ass detour, we're back in business.
All right, let's steal their shit. Guess Batman and pals turned off all the fun stuff on the way out. Huh, maybe the computer table's still working.
What's stuck up your ass?
I'm getting the hell out of here, and this map is gonna tell me how.
Obey!
Computer, activate the threat assessment matrix.
What? You tough guys never seen a bat computer? You can make it do all kinds of stuff. You can play Snake, you can... Whoa. Ah, no lasso? You gotta be kidding me.
I got her. Where the hell are the rest of you?
Waiting to strike! Taste the fury of the sea, Amazon!
explain yourself.
I mask my insecurities with drink and bad behavior. Oh.
What have you done with Flash?
Batman got him. Please don't kill me, evil Wonder Woman. Look, here's his thumb. It just came off, I swear.
That's on me next.
You brought them, Amanda Waller?
Unfortunately. You're damaging Argus property.
This is some bullshit. Got my daughter a Wonder Woman shirt last Christmas.
You have no authority here. Leave and take your criminals with you.
She knows who we are.
I'm taking authority. We trusted you. Let you live among us. Now your friends are slaughtering the people they swore to protect. Batman, Green Lantern, the Flash, and Superman. You're the last one left, Diana. You need to work with us.
They have been enslaved by something terrible. Their minds are not their own. I will find a way to bring them back. We will defeat Brainiac and end this madness. This is a hall for heroes, not you.
Are we letting her just leave?
She is already gone. Like your courage when you are threatened.
Shut up, Shark!
She won't do what needs to be done. Can't do it. Too damn honorable. That's where you come in. Task Force X. Your new mission is to kill the Justice League.
We've got no chance. I've eaten fish tougher than this bloke.
I knew this day might come. And you better believe I prepared. There's another task force operative on site to support you. Meet with her before you go. That's all. This is Waller. Yes, we're occupying the Hall of Justice as planned. Its security systems will keep us undetectable. General, I've already told you, Green Lantern has air superiority. If any conventional airstrike would be a mistake. General, you've spoken with the President. So this is a courtesy call, General.